Beckham. Into Sheringham, and Solskjær has won it!
Today we have Solskjær. Shout out to Brown Bomber for the recommendation. As always, if there are any other Hero Icon strikers that are on the cheaper side that you want me to try, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. Here is the card. He's got a decent goals to games ratio. We also have the in-game stats as well as the roles and the play styles. Feel free to pause if you would like to take a look at those. Now into the highlights and the review. I've changed the rating system slightly. I'll get into that near the end of the video, but for now we're going to start with pace. He was a little slower than I would have imagined, but it's okay. It's decent enough. I'm going to give him an 8.2 for pace. I feel like the agility might be the culprit as to why he doesn't feel as fast as he maybe should with the Hunter, but an 8.2 is serviceable. It's good enough. Now on to the shooting. This is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, his best stat. For the number, I'm going to slap an 8.8 there. It might seem simple enough, but you got to take into account things like the finesse plus trait. If he had, say, 89 shooting and a 3-star weak foot, it would probably end up somewhere in the 7s. So an 8.8 is very respectable. Now, on to dribbling. I'm going to be honest, he let me down here quite a bit. I'm going to give him a 6.8. He's just not great on the ball. 3-star skills, somewhat low agility, balance, etc. I know it's early into the game cycle, and I might be being just a bit harsh, but I think it's a fair rating. As for passing, I'm going to slap a 6 there and call it a day. The important part about the passing is that it didn't significantly let me down, so I think a 6 is fair. Lastly, we have physical. This one was probably the biggest surprise on the card. It was really solid. I was surprised at his ability to hold the ball up and to win duels with center backs that he should not have been winning in any game, but he did it multiple times. I don't know if it'll really show on the highlights, but yeah, I mean, just pretty great overall. Oh, and as for the rating, I'm going to give him a 6.1 there. And now for the final rating. I've scrapped the tier system. I don't think it's really a super useful way to compare cards. So what I've done instead is try to weight the most important attributes for a striker appropriately. I don't know if I've got them quite right. If there's anything you'd want to tweak, just drop a comment, let me know. It's pretty arbitrary, and it's something that I think should and will change. But as for now, I'll throw the numbers up on the screen, and now for the final rating, it is a 7.7. Definitely better than I would have expected. Is he worth buying? Yes, absolutely. He's not the most meta card in the game, but he certainly gets the job done. Anyways, that's all I have for you today, and see ya.
Yeah.